Okay, good morning from Ohio. And I made a YouTube video yesterday where I profiled both of these cars. I'll just kind of reiterate the story. As I live in Utah, through a friend of a friend, I was sort of brought to pull these two cars out of this barn where they've been sitting more or less since 1988. This one was driven maybe 10 years ago, I was told, intermittently. This is a V8 1969 6.3 air over hydraulic suspension system, 300 SEL, kind of the first big, powerful, awesome coupe. Has somewhere around 126,000 miles, give or take, in awesome shape, other than mostly some rust on the doors. There's almost no rust or rot on the actual body itself. I mean, there is some, but it's nothing appears to be overly terminal. So if you look at the other video, which I'll leave up, then you can see the full details because I run through all the rust. But basically, it's a beautiful car. It still needs a good cleaning. I'll post some pictures or send some photos to the before, because this thing, both of these cars were literally just absolutely covered in grime. And literally 30 years of dust and whatever. So on this one, I'll just kind of run through a little bit more. I still have not cleaned it fully. So I mean, you're seeing it in the condition it's in, but it's actually in pretty good shape. So it just needs, like on that side, I did just a light vacuuming and some wipe down. I just kind of have limited time to be here, so I can't be here and really give these things the attention they're due. So it needs vacuuming. There's a photo where it is sort of pre-wiped down. You know, there is some rust here, but none of this is rot. So that's the good news. So a wire wheel and, you know, some sanding and Bondo work and all that would bring this back to life. Totally salvageable pretty easily. The terminal rust on this one is, I'm told it's terminal, is on the bottom of these doors. So, but you know, the way I look at this is a way to get a relatively inexpensive 6.3 in good running shape. Just needs a fuel pump, things like that. Dash was sort of starting to be taken apart to install a newer radio in. So I have all the knobs and switches and everything in the back. I'd say it looks worse than it is. And it's really not in bad shape. The leather's in awesome shape. Carpet, I'd say, in order to make this thing salvageable, wipe that down, new carpet. It just depends on how much you want to put into it, but like a cheap eBay carpet or something. And then the headliner will retain and hold some smell and moisture and things like that. You know, it's a little bit damp in here, and that's just because this thing has been stored in a barn in Ohio. There was some mouse droppings, things like that. It really wasn't that bad, actually, all in all. So it's salvageable. This thing is worth a pretty penny in an absolutely beautiful, wonderful car. No dents on it whatsoever. Just needs a good shine. This is the only flaw in the paint whatsoever, right there. Just gorgeous green, two-stage paint, etc. And you know, I mean, like I said, it's been sitting for eons. It's got rusty hubs underneath there. It rolled just fine. All four tires hold air, even though they're marked as being made in West Germany. And it's in great shape. These are, you know, some of the parts and things like that that come with it. All the knobs and switches and things like that are in the back. These bugs are just here in the grass. They're just showing up because of the photo. There weren't any insects or anything in the trunk. So that's kind of a profile of of this car. It's absolutely beautiful, and it deserves and belongs to go to someone who will use it and fix it up. So hopefully that's what happens. So please make an offer. Today is June 23rd, I think, Friday of 2022. So the video will be marked sold once it actually does get sold. And hopefully somebody comes and scoops this thing up. So thank you very much. My contact info is in the comments if you want to reach out, have any questions, etc.